So do you guys like humans too? I'm sorry, I didn't know the movies. A little embarrassed. Why don't you tell us about the making of this film and how you got involved and what it was like?
I had done a short film for TV, and I knew Dario Argento, and he saw it, and he called me up the next day, and he liked the work that I did on the short film. It wasn't a horror, and I got called in a few weeks later to do Demons too. So that's how that's.
There you go. So what was the experience like? Was it fun? Was it hard? Was it fun and hard? Was it terrible?
All of it. It was my first big movie. For us, it's a big deal in Italy. I met the Baba and Gento, and I was actually quite scared. I remember the night before my first night of filming, I was terrified. I thought I wouldn't be able to make it. I didn't know anything, but I just wanted to do a good job, and I hope I did. And it was worth the time. It was great. It was really exciting. I was, the makeup, I had no problem with that. A lot of times people ask me, did it bother you? No, that's what it's all about. It's the whole experience.
Right, because it's bother you to sit for 4 hours a day, completely still,
But you get
for
paid for it,
months,
right?
ruining
So
everybody does that.
it's fun. It's fun.
I have to say one of my favorite parts of the film, first time I saw this was in Toronto. We did a screening a couple months ago, and it was really fun. And one of my favorite things about the film is when you fly down the road, and, or whoever flies down the road. Probably Burt Reynolds wearing a wig.
Yeah.
He just did Hooper, and then he was like, I'll do that for him. But now, did you perform any of your own stunts, and how was that?
I actually did. That's something else that I wanted to do. And, that was interesting. There's one scene in the garage where there's the fire, and then I had this close-up where I kind of turn around and do a half thing.
Can you do that for us, please? That's a freebie, guys. She usually pay a lot to do.
And I held this green book and these little ballerina shoes, and everything was very slippery, but I had to jump from one car to another after I did my half thing. And after I did that, I jumped and I fell between the two cars, and I hit I inclined 2 ribs, and it was somewhat painful. But of course, being my first real big job, I did not want to tell them about it. I wanted to play, and I also had to go to shoot another movie at night, which was called the Sacrilege, or the Devils of Monza. And I was shooting that at night, and so I finished. There's that one scene where I run into Azia's in the car, and they're all running after me, and I'm squished against the car, and it was really hurting. And then I go over to Cinecittà to shoot the one night the Devils of Monza, which of course I didn't do anything that night. They didn't really need me, so I'm laying in some van with my habit on, and I'm thinking, oh, this is not good. I didn't complain though, but next morning I did. When I got home, I knocked on my mother's door, and I think I have to go to the hospital, and I did, and they told me about this, and when I had to tell at that point, De Laurentiis, look, I can't shoot the next 2 days because of this. Oh, no problem, don't worry, it's fine. Of course, 2 days later, they called me and said, we really just need you for a couple of things. It'll be fine. We'll just put you in a car, and we'll just treat you just so. And Well, of course, it was the scene where they tie me with like a huge belt, and I have to look over the building and do that whole thing. But, you know, that is vivid memories, right? I could sit here and talk about them with you guys, and it's all worth it. So I'm not a stuck woman, obviously. Good to try.
So now a question I'm sure many people are interested in knowing. You have worked with Dario Argento a few times, and I don't know, have you guys ever heard of Dario Argento? Can you tell us, you know, what it's like working with Dario?
I always say one thing, it's haunting physical.
All right, good. So tell us a little about the Mother of Tears, and I'll let you roll with that.
I am an assistant curator in the museum in front of Asia Argento, and I basically reel her into a situation where I open this urn, and from this urn it all comes to be, all the craziness of the third mother, and I think pretty brutally killed in this movie.
I will attest to that. I've seen it in Toronto. And I will say it is probably, in my opinion, one of the most fun Dario Argento films that I've seen out of his work in 15 years. So,
Yes.
very fun. Lots of gory stuff, some sexy stuff in there. But, so would you, beyond your own working with Dario in quantum physics, or, I'm sorry, the second word that you said, but what would you say, what is Dario?
I kind of made it up.
What is sort of his working procedure like? It seems like he would be sort of nervous and very, you know, all over the set, you know, but I don't know. I'm asking.
He's very attentive and very sharp, and you better be on the ball. And you just better be on time, better be quiet, and be prepared as best as you can. He's, it's really hard for me to explain, you know, but he's demanding because he's very demanding of himself. You know, it's just never enough, never enough, never enough. And that's why he keeps going, you know, no matter what, no matter what people say, or say good things about him, say bad things about him. He is really in competition only with himself, which I think is the best thing always for all of us, ultimately, you know.
Now, how many times have you seen this film with an audience in America?
First time.
First time.
This is very special for me because I was born in the United States. And I did live in Chicago for some time. So this is also a long time for me. So